Hey everybody, happy Monday. This is Marie Melissa, NLP life-changing coach, and today I'm going to talk about a third NLP principle. This third principle is that humans make sense of the world around them by using the 5 senses. So the senses that you learned in school: sight, smell, sound, taste, and touch. For those of you who feel that there are more senses, well, that works just as well. So if you come to a coaching session with me and you talk about one of the other senses that you feel exist, that's perfectly fine, and I'll just go with it and we'll use those senses. But just for a simplification, NLP uses the 5 basic senses that are taught in school. Now we'll start with an exercise. So I'd like you to think about the last meal you had. And if you can think of the last meal and you had the meal with somebody else, so you both had the same meal or several people had the same meal, that's even better. So you'll be able to compare the differences in representing that meal with the 5 senses, if you choose to discuss it with your friends. So think about that meal. So when was it? Maybe this morning at breakfast with your family, maybe a supper with friends, at a restaurant. So think of that meal, and we'll start by seeing. So the sense of seeing. So see what you saw. Now you'll probably have a picture pop up, or it'll maybe be a video, or maybe frames. It varies from person to person. So where is that visual representation? Do you see it in front of you, beside you, in back of you? And then notice the size, notice the colors, if they're bright, if they're dim, are they maybe just in black and white? Now, consider the smell. So do you remember the smells of that meal? Or when you remember it, maybe there are no smells. Think about the taste. Notice as you're taking the bites of the different parts of your meal. Notice what tastes are there. Maybe some are stronger, some are lighter. Now consider the sounds. So the sounds can come from different places. So maybe you remember having music in the background, and when you remember that meal, you hear that music. Maybe you think of things that you told yourself while you were eating. So maybe you were saying, this is really delicious, or next time I'll add some more spices, or I'll remove some spice, or remove one of the things in there. So you might be hearing those things as you remember this meal that you had. And then you might also be remembering what you were discussing with your friend or family member. The next one is the sense of touch, kinesthetic sense. So you can feel, right, the utensil. Maybe you had your hand on the plate. Maybe it was a meal that you ate with your hands, so you can feel that. You can also feel what you felt, right? Were you feeling happy, content? How was that meal making you feel? So as you remember all these different things, notice how you felt about that meal. And I'm pointing here because feelings often start here, but they can start somewhere else. And notice where that feeling is and what it was. Was it a good feeling, a bad feeling, neutral feeling? Good, bad, or neutral for you, I might add, because feelings aren't inherently good or bad. Feelings are a message. And I'll talk about that in another video. Now the next step to this is discussing with your friend or family member how they saw their meal, how they represent their meal with their 5 senses. And notice the differences. And these differences can be really, really useful when you're communicating with somebody, or just to know that everyone experiences the world in a different way. Interesting, eh? And then you can comment down below some of the differences. What you noticed, what your family member noticed. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video so that I can help as many people as possible. So have an amazing week, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.